Saggy, hey there babies, Melissa here to do your timeless love reading. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It isn't going to resonate for all Sagittarians. If it does resonate for you, however, do feel free to like the video and even subscribe to the channel if you dig the vibe around here. If you already are subscribed, thank you so much and welcome back. I really do appreciate all of you more than you'll ever probably know. This is a love reading, and we're going to be looking at the energy that you bring to the connection, the energy the person you have in mind brings, as well as a potential outcome and an overarching energy, anywhere from single to married and anywhere in between, just whomever you have on that sweet little Saggy brain of yours. Let's get at your love life, babies. Also, anything you need to know about me you can find on my website, which is linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my channel. In your energy, this is a new deck, by the way. We've got the Eight of Coins Tattoo Tarot by Lana Zellner. Is new to me, so I'm just trying to get used to the energies on it and the imagery and whatnot. This is the Four of Pentacles, okay? The Four of Pentacles in your energy. And we're going to clarify everything with the Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann. I love her as well. Everybody's more familiar with that. That's why I never announced that one. And we have the Three of Swords. What's going on, bubbies? And we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so if things have been a little rough, things are shifting in your favor in the outcome here. And I don't know if this connection is coming in for you or if we're cutting them off, okay? We've got the Queen of Swords as your I do kind of feel like you're leaving somebody behind here. The Queen of Swords in your overarching energy. We do have the Five of Swords as well. Yeah, so it's been a tough, I think you're really trying to take your power back is what I'm getting here with the Emperor. The Four of Cups, I think you're walking away from somebody. The Eight of Cups is here as well. I think you're leaving somebody, Sagittarius, if I'm not lying to you, and good for you. One of my favorite things to do is leave connections that aren't treating me the way that I deserve to be treated. So I know it sounds, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you, the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the more empowered you get each time, the stronger you become. You really start to get to know yourself, your own worth, your own power. It's really quite magical, and people always act like I'm very heartless for releasing all people, friends, family, whomever doesn't treat me well. And I suggest you do the same. This is how we find who we are, learn to listen to our inner voice, our spirit, our soul, whatever it is, and the Creator more easily. We can actually hear them when we don't have everybody else shouting in our ear how to live our lives and how to be us. The Queen of Swords is that. So it's about your whole overarching energy is the Queen of Swords in the regular Rider-Waite has her hand open. And it's in order to release. She knows she doesn't own anything, that all experiences are just that, they're experiences, and that nothing is guaranteed or promised to us. And especially when there are situations that forced us into healing, so they were there for a purpose, but they hurt, right? It's okay to release those things. We don't, you know, we've been taught kind of to try to modify each other and ourselves to fit. But really what we were supposed to be doing is just finding who already fits by being yourself, okay? Very interesting stuff. The Four of Pentacles, coins, whatever it is here, really is about needing to release something. So it's about kind of holding tightly to an old belief system, so that belief system that we were supposed to kind of, no, we'll make this work, right? That's about the most toxic line I've ever heard. We're gonna make this work. We're gonna do whatever it takes to make this work. And I know it sounds morbid when I'm saying it like this, but I need you to understand that it was the biggest lie that we were ever told. It's so controlling. It means that we need to just not be ourselves. And again, it's so widely spread. We're being taught this in Bibles. We're being taught this in school, that we need to modify who we are to fit into other people's ideals. But the truth be told, God wants us to find our own passions, our own truth, and fit into our own ideals, okay? And find our own ideals, and then find like-minded folks that fit into that same sort of... you can have different people in your life, of course, if they're not draining your energy or making you feel less than worthy. You know, they don't all have to fit into that same category as you. But what I'm saying is that we don't get to, if we're not getting along with somebody just as they are, we don't get to modify them to our liking. And they don't get to modify us to theirs. It's about those, that's how the Queen of Swords works. She's like, oh, that one doesn't fit. Bye-bye, release. And it's not in a mean, cold-hearted way. It's actually in a very loving, allowing way. It's about letting people be. I am sorry that I feel very called to talk about this heavily. because I feel like somebody might have been suffocating you. I do feel like you're finally releasing them. We're going to get more. But again, we don't force people. I like to talk about this in order to get this message across, is that humans go out into nature. Like, I literally watched a video, it made me cry. I'm a Cancerian, so I cry pretty easily. But it was a human being chasing down a fucking seal out in the fucking nature, out in the ocean, and not in the ocean, but on the sea, on the shore. And it had a cut from a rock, okay? This wasn't a human thing on it. It wasn't like a fucking net that, you know, I understand trying to fix our mistakes, but this seal had a cut that was likely from a rock from the ocean, okay? And this dude is chasing this, fucking tormenting and sabotaging this poor seal. This seal was created to live in the sea, away from humanity, and was created to take care of itself. It doesn't need to be chased down by an egotistical human being who thinks that it's needed in this world more than it is, okay? We need to allow people, places, and things to be who they are, okay? I'm sorry. So that's what I feel here, is that you're having a hard time, or they're having a hard time, understanding that we don't need to modify ourselves to fit to people's likings, and we don't need to go around trying to fix everything to our liking either. They like to be just how they are. That seal might have loved its cut, okay? It probably didn't love it, but at the same time, there are not hospitals in the ocean for a reason. They're natural creatures that need their space to be natural, you know, wild animals. Oofda. I'm really sorry about this, you guys. I can tell this is a deep one already, but it is really important that people stop trying to control each other and really just allow themselves to be who they are, and then other people to be who they are, and then again, let people go that aren't fitting or working. We don't try to modify each other, and allow people that are fitting and, you know, being, you know, open and honest and loving and caring with the people that do fit. This person isn't it for you, I don't think. I think you're leaving them is what I think. And they're feeling heartbroken about that. You know, the truth is, you're not gonna leave. The message is coming through kind of weird. So it's like, if you're leaving somebody and you're feeling sad that, or, you know, feeling guilty about releasing them because they're acting heartbroken, if you don't have the passion and the love within you for them, you know, whatever's making you leave is making you leave. You're not in love with them, right? You're probably feeling obligated to them, and you probably have for some time. Their broken heart is not because you're leaving and they're gonna miss you. I'm sorry to say this. It's because they're gonna miss whatever it is you offered. It's not like one person is in love and the other isn't. If you're not in love with them, they weren't in love with you either, even though they have an unhealthy attachment for you. And that's not to say you're not lovable. It's just to say that you guys weren't right for each other. And nobody should be feeling obligated to the other, nor should, you know, we've been taught that we're bad people if we leave a situation that is harmful to us because we committed to it. No, God never wanted us to commit to things that are going to hurt us, ever. Okay. And also, if we committed to something pre-evolution, before we evolved as human beings, before we healed and grew, and we made this commitment pre-evolution, and now we feel like we want to, you know, now we feel not like we want to egotistically go live it up and sow our wild oats. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about now, if this is holding us back from our dreams, from becoming the person we know we are and the spirit we know we're meant to be, it's not only okay to release, it's mandatory to release, and that's the only way you'll ever actually be able to live in your purpose here on earth. Wow, you guys, I'm really sorry for all this. Again, walking away from this person is bringing you into the fortunes you've always dreamt of, whatever that is for you. It doesn't have to be, you know, financial abundance. It can be. I think it will be. I think it'll be fine, abundance in all areas of your life. It's just about really having this flow all of a sudden because you did what the Creator asked of you, which is actually to release things that aren't meant for you. To do whatever's best for you, no matter, you know, and I'm not talking about egotistically, again. I'm talking about what's best for your soul. What's best for your spirit, what's best for you to thrive in your best life. Whatever that is for you, again, I'm not promoting egotistical behaviors. I'm promoting, you know, we think that chasing after our big dreams is egotistical. That's not. We've got the ego completely fucking wrong. So the ego is what would tell us we can't get to our dreams, not what would tell us we could be a huge star. If that's what we feel called to, by the way. And being a huge star from the spirit will never have anything to do with what others are going to think of you. It will have to do with what you feel called to. It'll fill your soul up and feed your soul to be able to heal the world or whatever it is you feel called to do. Wow, this is powerful energy. So whatever you're being called to feels huge. I feel like somebody's holding you back from that, if I'm not going to lie to you, okay? So you are in the midst of really finding what shines your true inner light, and trying really hard to release and heal from the past, whatever this was. This could be somebody from 20 years ago. This could be somebody that you're just breaking up with now. This could be somebody you're going to break up with next week. You know, use it how you'll already know you're going to do this. Okay, you'll already know that this is resonating for you because you feel bound to somebody or something that you feel bad for, but that has never really poured into you. You just wanted them to. You just hoped they would. You always poured into them. And then when you leave, they make it seem, because they truly are terrified of losing you, but it's for the wrong reasons. They're terrified of losing that convenience, that comfort, right? But you see the sincerity and their fear of losing you, and that keeps, wow, this is very specific for some of you, not for all of you probably, but somebody keeps making, because you're a very smart, very wise, very intuitive person, so you're like, well, I can feel that they're definitely, seriously, genuinely not wanting to lose me. Again, they're not wanting to lose you, but it's because of the convenience. They think it's because they love you too. They actually, you know, we believe that our unhealthy attachments are love. We've been taught to believe that. But it's not real love. This shit doesn't, this pain, this issue, this doesn't happen in real love. What you have coming in is real love, okay? But God does require that we walk away from people, places, and things that are not conducive to our best life, even if they make us feel like we're hurting their feelings, okay? Because your feelings have to come first. If you're not fulfilled, you don't have the capacity to help anyone else fulfill themselves. You're just helping this person you're enabling them to continuously be dependent on you. Codependent is what I'm getting right now. All right, I'm sorry. And you're not doing that. You're doing that out of the kindness of your heart, okay? The Three of Wands is about a place where you've come into this space after doing some serious healing from this connection, from your past pains, traumas, from your childhood even. Your Three of Wands, you've done this hermit work, which is very big work. This is like dark night of the soul shit. This is about healing up wounds that you've probably held on to since sometimes even baby stage. Okay, when some of our moms did not feed us for 12 hours straight because they were busy, they let us cry in our crib for 4 hours straight, whatever it was. We don't remember that, right? But the trauma was within us. We needed to release it and heal it. And this Hermit card does, to me, really signify that. Doing the hurt, okay? Doing the hurt, what a weird message. It's about feeling the pain. It's about laying in bed and crying it out, letting it release from your body. Yoga, meditation, singing, dancing, laughing, clapping, crying. These are all things that will release that past trauma from you and bring you into a place of self-reliance where you're no longer going to accept these kind of leeches. I'm sorry to say that about your person, but it's real. They need to go through the same thing as you, right? That feeling the pain, the hermit work, the finding what shines your inner light, following your spirit to to your path, to your brightness, to your wheel of fucking fortune. I'm sorry, I can't stop being potty mouth today. But as long as you're enabling that, as long as you're taking care of them, they'll never find that. They'll never be able to find that either. So please note, walking away from somebody who is kind of leeching off of you is not hurting them, it's helping them. Believe me, and I would not say that lightly. So the Three of Wands really means that you've done all you needed to do to come into a space of your own self-reliance. You don't rely on anyone, and you need to not let anyone rely on you. For their own happiness. They can't. They have to rely on themselves too. They have to do all the work you did. Everybody has to. That's not just them. That's not just you. Everybody has to get there on their own in order to heal the world. I say this all the time. If you want to heal the world, because a lot of us do, right? If you want to heal the world, you want to make it a better place, like Michael Jackson said, I'll link that in the description box below. You have to start with you. Every single person has to. I don't care. If we're walking around screaming our heads off because we have so much pain that was justified pain inside of us because we've had to deal with some serious trauma in our lives, we are not going to get anywhere with that pain coming out angrily, okay? So the pain has to be healed within ourselves, traditionally speaking. Screaming at yourself or in the mirror or whatever, not at yourself, screaming into the woods, screaming out into nature, crying, releasing that pain, that trauma. I'm sorry, this is very deep message, and I love you so much. Do check out your other placements. If you're this far along and this isn't for you, do check out your other placements, or even if it is for you and you want a more lighthearted, check out your other placements. Really, you can check out any reading if the title resonates for you. This is a deep stuff. This is two people going through some deep things. And again, you cannot take on their deep shit, okay? You have to take on your own, and it looks like you are, but I ffeel like you're also feeling obligated to their deep shit, and that's their job. You cannot take that on. It will stop you from getting to your fortune, your prize, at the end of the rainbow, okay? If you continuously try to help them. It'll also stop them from getting to their prize at the end of the rainbow, if that helps you. I don't know why I'm doing this. I do feel like they're walking away, but I feel like you're the one who is actually leaving them. Could be an Aquarius. I'm not going to get too much into their energy. I do feel like, yeah, that's it. I'm going to get your outcome here. The Wheel of Fortune in your outcome twice. Have you ever seen anything so clever? Listen, new inspirations after walking away from this connection, they might come back to you. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like that there's this potential of them coming back to you. I'm not focused on them right now is what I'm going to say to you, because it does look like there is some actual healing being done within them as well, and a lot of healing being done within you. So maybe if this person is it for you, they'll come back, but it needs to be after we've done the healing, the total mending of our soul. Because if they come back too soon, and you'll find this out, if it's prematurely reunited, it will just cause more pain and more healing that needs to be done, okay? You'll feel it because there will be a resistance, sort of that same old toxic kind of undertone to it. Anyways, so the Wheel of Fortune twice, this is really telling me that if you don't make a choice different than you have in your past, if you continuously move towards them because you see potential in them, I'm sorry, this is really serious. It says if you continuously go after them thinking, they might even be putting on this sort of, see, I've done the work, I'm a good teammate now. And I feel like the Creator's really saying, if you haven't totally healed up and they haven't totally healed up, the cycle is just going to repeat. And it's going to be, so I feel like you're supposed to be choosing differently, a different person, choosing yourself. That's what I feel like saying is in order to get this new fortunate cycle in your future here, you do need to choose yourself and follow your inspirations. I feel like the Creator's been downloading to you that this person isn't right for you for quite some time. And I feel like you've been feeling obligated. Your ego will tell you that you need to take care of them, right? That's your ego, believe it or not. Well, no, we can't leave them. We're going to, that's all our ego. We need to care about them. Same with that weird story about the seals that I was telling you. That's our egotistical, it's our own ego that feels that we need to care for things that in a way that isn't actually caring it. It's just our ego that thinks it is. And so same with this person. It's like we've cared for people in the wrong way and we've been taught to, so it's not our fault. But the Creator's saying, if you want a different life, you need to choose different things. You can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. That's what I'm getting off of this energy. I feel like you know everything you need to know, and it's now just about needing to take action towards whatever you're being called to. And I think it's away from this connection and into your future. I love you so much. For those of you who are going through this is not easy shit. And especially when I think you know what's best for you, right? But you really do feel bad for this person. And I can't stress enough that you need to understand that staying with somebody because you feel bad for them is actually harming them, not helping them. They will be forced into needing to help themselves if you leave, or they'll find somebody else to do it and they'll continuously repeat this cycle in their life, but you'll be free of it if you choose yourself over this person, okay? Free yourself from this cycle. It says here, according to Greek mythology, according to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. Maybe that is this person. They need to do the healing. You're in the midst of really getting through the thick of yours. Or maybe what it's saying is that you have your other half waiting for you on the other side of you walking away from this connection. I feel like most of you just really need to release this person at this time. If it's meant for you, do note it will come back. And if it's not, you walking away from this person will open up the doors for the new person, the person that is meant for you, your other half, if you will, okay? I love you guys so much. I'm sorry about this dark message. Again, check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs. I love you. Bye.